Hello kids, welcome to the class. Hope you all are fine, right? So in the previous class we learnt about the main verbs, okay? So next we will move about your auxiliary. So as already I have told you what your be forms of verbs are, what here it explains about the state of something or someone. Okay, so let's go through what are these and we will discuss with examples also. Okay kids, so let's start. So actually what comes under your be forms, already we have discussed what are that. Am, is, was, where, will be are the sets which comes under your be forms. Okay, so what are that? Am, is, was, where, will be. So now we will discuss where in the particular sentence how we are going to use this be forms of verbs. Okay, and by using which words we are going to use this be forms of verbs also we will see now. Okay, so let's see what is the first one. So let's discuss about the word am. Okay, so normally as you know we always use am, okay, with the word I only. Yes or no? I am, that is a particular set. We can't change that. Yes or no? Whenever you are using am, so in the before that we are only using what I. We are not using any of the other things like you, we are not going to use, right? Yes. So here you can see that am. So next is what? And when we are using am with I, when we are talking about the present thing. Yes or no? When we are talking about the present time. Okay, for example, and also while you are telling about the truth, for example, I am a girl. So when you are using am, when you are stating the true statement, right? So at that time we are going to use am, and which is present tense. Okay, and we can say that that's in simple present. Later we will discuss about that. So am is used with what? Only I. Okay, next moving to the next one, was. So as I said you, we can use was with I also. Okay, so both the be forms am and was can also be used with your I in the sentence. Clear? Am and was can be used with the I in a particular sentence. Okay, moving to the next word, is and was can also be used. So is what in the, so when we are using I, we are only using am. But when we are using he, she, okay, he, she, at that time we are using is. Okay, if that is the present tense, we are talking about the present thing, then we are using is. Okay, is. And when this is in the past tense, that means something has already happened and we are talking about that one now. So at that time we are going to use the be form, that is was. Okay, clear? So am can be used with only I, was can be used with I, he, she. Okay, and is can be used with any of he or she. Okay, and any of the proper nouns also we can use is. Okay, like Ram is, Rita is. So anything we can use at that time. Okay, next is what? Where. When we are going to use where? So when we. Okay, so when we can use, when we are talking in a sentence, we were playing. So with we, you, they, where, this particular be forms can be used. Okay, clear kids? So once again I am repeating, am and was can be used with I, is and was can be used with he or she. Okay, or any of the other names also you can use there. Geeta, Rita, headmaster, teacher. Okay, so at that time also you can use. And next is what? Where. This particular where be form can be used with we, you, they. Okay, with these three where can be used. And what about the will be form? Will be form is what? So again will, can, could we will be discussing in the modal verb. So this can be used with all this. Okay kids, clear? So will be can be used with I. Will be can be used with he or she or any of the person name. We can also be used with will be. You can also be used and they can also be used with will be. Okay. So clear about the be forms am, is, was, where, will be. Okay. So where we are using this one, clear. So now let's move to some of the examples and we will find out where these particular verbs are there in the sentence. Okay. kids, let's go through some of the exercises. Okay, so questions here. What is the question? Underline the verbs in the following sentence. Okay, so here in the sentence we have to underline the verbs. Okay, if main verb is there, then we have to underline. If auxiliary verb is there, we have to underline. So anyhow here only we are talking about auxiliary, so we will go for that one. Okay, so what is the first one? I am a student. Okay, are you able to see any of the verbs here? Yes, as we know here B forms of verbs, right? So am can be used with I. So am is what? A auxiliary verb, or you can say this is the verb. So because there is no main verb or main action is not there, so here this particular B forms are your what? The main verbs only. Okay, if any main verb is not there in the sentence, then we have to assume that whatever the auxiliary verb is there, that is the main verb in the sentence. And this is true for all the be forms, have forms, modal, etc. everything. Okay, if the main verb is not there, then whatever the verb, auxiliary verb is present, that will be the main verb in the sentence. So here we don't have any of the main verb, right? So here am is what your, am is your, yes, main verb. Okay, and that is the be form of verb. So I am a student, am is your verb. Okay, moving to the next one. He is a doctor. As I said you, it tells about the state of a particular person. So here he is a doctor. What he is? He is a doctor. Okay, so is describes what the person is. Okay, the state of the person is described by is, right? He is a doctor. So here is your what? Your be forms of verb, which is here a main verb, because no main verb is there. Yes. So now Shruti is a good singer. Okay, Shruti is a good singer. Again here is the verb is talking about the state of this particular person, right? So here is your verb, and no other action verbs are there. So is your main verb itself. Now there are many apples. Okay, so here what? Are. So as you know, yes, are can be used for you, they, we, etc. right? So are is used here. So are is your main verb. So there are many apples. Okay, are is your main verb. Now the last one, I will be 10 years this birthday. I will be 10 years this birthday. So will be is what here? Again the state. So here will be is your what? Verb. Okay, clear kids? So got how we are using the be forms of verbs in the particular sentences? Hope this one you got. So next we will move to another example. Okay. So kids, moving to the next example. Here you can see what is the question? Fill in the blanks with correct verb. Okay. So some sentences are given, and so for the blank some options are given in the bracket, and we have to choose the correct one to fill that one. Okay, so let's move to the first one. What is that? I dash. So what are the options given? Am or is tall. So can you tell me which one am is used or is? Yes, with I always the verb am is used. Yes or no? So here we can say the correct answer is am. I am tall is the correct sentence. Yes or no? Yes. So is not used with I. Always am is used with I. Yes or no? Moving to the next one. They, so dash was or were good boys. Okay. Can you tell me which one is the correct one? Yes. Was can be used with they? No. Why? Because was is only used with the singular things. They're like he, she, or any of the person, or I can also be used with was when we are talking about anything which happened in the past. Okay, so they can be used with only plural. So where is the correct verb here? So they were good boys is the correct sentence, right? Yes. So moving to the next one. She dash am or was naughty. So here you can say what are the options? Am or was. Can you tell me which she, which particular verb we can use here? Can we use am? No. Am is only used with I. So she can be used with only this one, and that is the correct one, was. Okay. So here you can write she was naughty. So she was naughty is the correct sentence. Okay. Moving to the next one, he dash miser. So is or add miser. So he is singular and is can be used with he. Is verb can be used with he. Are cannot be used with he. Are is used with what? They, you, etc. And we are can be used. But for singular one, is only used. So here he is miser is the correct sentence. Got? Yes. Moving to the last one. You was brave or you were brave. You were brave. Right? So always are and were can be used with you. Okay? Yes. So this is the correct one. Hope you understood about this one. So next we will move to what your hasn't, have, had. That is the have forms of verbs and modal verbs, and do forms of verbs in the next class. Okay kids? Bye.